Minute PG around here.
Recording in progress.
Once we interview these people, all bets are off on the PG.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We can't edit that.
I know.
Oh hey.
All right.
Getting a cue.
Got it. All right, Scott. So Amanda is showing us the stream. You let us know when we're live. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the NAA's 2021 Benefit Auction Summit, benefiting the National Auctioneers Foundation and the Kathy Kingston Benefit Auction Education Fund. I'm Misty Markham, one of your pre-show live hosts, and I'm so pleased that you joined us today. Thank you so much for being here.
And I am your co-host, Freddie Silvera. I could not be more excited. Check this out.
I know.
Wow.
It just opened, everybody. And I'll tell you what, this is our first ever hybrid benefit event.
Hybrid benefit event.
Who'd have thunk it a year and a half ago, right?
Wow.
I know I wouldn't have. So if you're at home out there, kick your shoes off, settle in, get comfortable, because we're coming to you live. Anything can happen.
Brace yourselves.
Interviewing people all night long, and hopefully you'll have a great time. So we are live, like I said, coming to you from glorious San Antonio, Texas, where I'm told back in 2010, the very first Benefit Auction Summit ever was hosted. And by the way, it was conceived by a very dear friend to the benefit auction business, Kathy Kingston. So I think perhaps we should interview someone now. I feel like we should ask, Amanda, would you bring Lynn or Kathy over? And Freddie, tell me, when did you get in the business? So Freddie's a relative newcomer. I want you all to know this. He has skyrocketed to the top doing virtual events in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's been a while. You know, we're doing hybrid tonight, and kind of, you know, it was one of those things where things were canceling, postponing back in, 2020.
Totally.
And it's like, look, I want to, keep giving that opportunity to clients and partners to be able to keep fundraising and
stay working yourself.
Stay working.
I didn't want to live in my car either.
Right. So, we went virtual and it was unbelievable. It's been a huge success for so many nonprofits in our entire country. And we're super grateful. Oh, and look at this. We've got Lynn.
We have Lynn Zink joining us right now. Lynn, I was told that you attended the very first Benefit Auction Summit here in San Antonio.
I did.
Tell us about it. What do you remember about that one?
All right, I'll tell you one class and then I'll tell you about the fun outside of the class. But Danny Hooper, I remember him teaching the guy from Canada, some incredible nuggets from him. But I remember hanging out along the Riverwalk because it's so gorgeous here. And I also, I roomed with Kathy Kingston that year.
She roomed with Kathy Kingston.
Yeah.
We love Kathy. Yeah. So I also heard that Kathy was very instrumental in getting Summit to become a thing. What do you know and what can you tell us about that?
You are going to hear about that throughout the program. So I would say just stay tuned because we will be filling you in.
That's a teaser for those of you in virtual land. Teasing what's coming up next in the show is a best practice.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a lot of love for Lynn Zink. Thanks very much, Lynn. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank all of our sponsors this evening, everybody that made tonight possible, and our entire tech team. We're so very grateful for everybody that made tonight possible.
Absolutely. Super incredible. And tonight is really epic. It's really the first time ever that we have gone hybrid. So it offers the best of in-person learning education and virtual learning. So it gives opportunities to people far and wide. It expands reach. It saves money. I mean, there's a lot of good things about virtual. So I want to tell you, not only is it groundbreaking, but it's a huge undertaking. And thank you to all of our sponsors and our tech partners. And with that, I'd like to bring a little friend up that we have right now, Susan Johnson.
Susan!
Come join us. Look who we have with us. Come stand here. So this is Susan Johnson, for those of you at home who don't know her. Susan, I heard that you also were one of the people that attended the first Benefit Auction Summit. What do you remember?
It was incredible. I remember that when I first arrived here and I started meeting everybody, that it was like, oh my gosh, there's other people that do what I do. Because you got to remember that was before social media and all the internet and all of these great donors and everything. So it was great. And I was blown out of the water. One of the teachers was Danny Hooper from Canada, and he paid for our BAS education that entire 3.5 days, 2 days, whatever it was.
Lynn said the same thing. So evidently, Danny, if you're out there, everybody loves you. They
We
still
love you,
remember
Danny.
you 11 years later. So that's awesome. Anything else you want to tell our virtual crowd out there?
I am thrilled that you guys are all watching us virtually. Wish you were here in person, but sending lots of love and hugs to you guys. Hopefully next year we are all together again. So please watch for announcements of where we will be next year for the BAS Summit 2022.
Thank you so much, Susan.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
A lot of love for Susan Johnson at home.
Absolutely.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen,
No, go ahead.
Well, we want to do a quick reminder
Yes.
that for this year's summit, that if you're going to be joining with us live at 6 p.m.,
Which you should. We
Should
highly
stay with
encourage
us.
this.
at 6 o'clock for our amazing auction. You're going to have an opportunity to see in person and virtual in a hybrid component. If you're at home with us, if you can do us a favor and go to trellis.org/BASUM 2021. That's where you can go and register your credit card so that you can donate to our Kathy Kingston Fund and participate in tonight's live auction.
Absolutely. That's right, folks. Get registered early. Do not wait till 6 o'clock. You will be missing a really good educational opportunity. So get registered right now so you can experience this hybrid event from your donor's point of view. So I want you to watch this not as a benefit auctioneer necessarily, but as a donor experiencing this on a live stream, right? So what we're trying to do tonight is do things that are engaging and interesting so that it keeps viewers on the stream. Do you not agree that that's the most important part of a live streamed fundraiser?
Course. We've got to keep people engaged.
Absolutely.
And with that, we have another person to interview.
Woo, who's up next?
She's right over your shoulder. Gail!
How are you?
Hey!
Say hi to Gail Stallings, everybody, right out of Texas. She's a local herself. Gail, welcome.
I get 2 mics, right?
Welcome to Summit. So tell us, what is your most memorable Summit memory? Do you have one that just jumps out?
I was here at the first one.
Oh, I love it.
I know.
Another long timer. I love it. Tell us
Another
about
long
it.
timer. And it was just, you know, you're still friends with those people and you still stay connected. But I'm so happy that I'm not looking at you virtually. And I like, you're really real. You're real.
We auctioneers love each other. There's lots of hugs going on. I'm
Yes.
telling you. So Gail, tell us, what do you do? Fundraising. Do you have a specialty? What are you known for?
So I am the fun auctioneer.
Yeah.
So I do, you know, last year I changed my title like most others to a virtual fundraising strategist.
Nice.
And I think I probably did about 25 or 30,
Good
which
for you.
it was really fun learning all the new mobile bidding platforms, how we do this. And just thank goodness we could help our clients
Oh,
like that.
Thank God. I know. And that we can still keep working too during
And we can
any
keep working.
circumstances. Gail, so good to see you.
Good to see
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gail.
Thank you to Gail Stalling. We really, really, really love all of the benefit auctioneers who showed up tonight. So I want you to know, registering right now enables you to bid later on some of these live auction packages that you can see. Once you register on Trellis, you can go look at all the details, but you have to be registered in order to bid, right,
You
Freddie?
got to register right now because at 6 o'clock, we're going live. Trellis.org/BASUM 2021. Misty, I think we
Yes.
have someone else to interview.
Who do we have
It
next?
looks like Dan.
What's up, Dan Newman? How's it going? That's not very COVID friendly, but
Thank you so much.
I told you we like each other. We have Dan Newman, straight out of Anchorage, Alaska.
That's right.
Welcome, Dan. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for throwing on such a fantastic event.
Super welcome. I have a question for you.
Let's hear it.
So you're kind of a relative newcomer to the auction industry. When
Yeah.
did you get into the business?
Founded the company back in January of 2018. So
And
going on year 3 now.
Tell us what types of auctions your company does.
We do a little bit of everything. We're full service, estate sales, business liquidations, personal property appraisals, and then near and dear to my heart, the benefit auctions, of
That's
course.
right.
Absolutely.
So what should we ask Dan? I feel like Dan is such a well-rounded individual. We could ask him any number of things and they would all be highly entertaining.
I'm curious. What is one of the most memorable things you've ever sold in auction? One of the most memorable
Great
things.
question.
So that one's actually really easy because our company was very diligent in working with the Kenai Peninsula Borough in Alaska. And we just did our first ever land sale auction So we did a simulcast in person and online auction where we did a little over $3.225 million in land sale in
Auctions
Alaska.
work,
Right?
right?
100%.
Hashtag auctions work.
100%. Absolutely.
I love it. Well, Dan, I want to know, what was your most epic stage fail? Have you ever just like fallen off the stage or done something crazy?
I think my most epic one was completely forgetting who had the bid and what bid I was at. You know?
I think all auctioneers have been there sometime in
It's
their
one of
lives.
those things where you get in the heat of the moment and then you get off on a side tangent, you have a little conversation, you come back to like, oh yeah, we were in the middle of an auction, weren't we? Yeah. Well, I thought you were the highest bidder, so let's just go with you. You're in? Okay, let's go. Keep it moving.
That's a pretty epic stage
Yeah,
fail.
yeah,
Yeah.
just gotta
Did
roll
you
with it.
redeem yourself or
You
did you
gotta
walk
roll
off
with
looking
it.
like a total donkey?
You just got to own it, right? Because you got to have fun with it, and people recognize that you're just doing your best, and you keep on going from there.
Amen. I bet your charm just kind of covered
Oh, thank you.
that right over. Well, thank you so much for
Thanks
being
for
with us,
having me. I
Dan.
appreciate you.
Everybody, Dan Newman from Anchorage, Alaska. You know, by the way, we should talk about how to show appreciation in a live stream, because obviously you can clap all you want from home. In fact, we encourage it, dance, clap, whatever. But how you really show the love is by joining in our chat.
Join in the chat. We would love to hear from you. We have some amazing chat trivia that we are going to play throughout this evening. Want to share with you a quick did you know? The NAA's Benefit Auction Specialist designation began in 2007. America has given over $471 billion to charity in 2020.
Just in 2020. So
Wow.
this false narrative that people aren't giving right now is absolute BS. It is. People are giving more than they've ever given before. Statistically, it's been proven, and $471 billion just in 2020 is an incredible number.
Thank you to all of our donors, our supporters, our sponsors, our nonprofits, our auctioneers, and everybody in the event industry who has made that possible throughout this past year.
Absolutely.
Wow. Thank you.
And you know what else I would like to tell you? So there are approximately 210 auctioneers in the world who are designated as benefit auction specialists, which means charity fundraising is your jam. You're not doing any, that's your specialty. And so when you really think of 210 of us taking care of all the nonprofits in the country, it's really quite staggering. I feel like there needs to be more of us. So
we want to meet some more of them.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring up another benefit auctioneer here in just a moment. Misty's going to grab them for us.
Yeah,
we want to remind you that we're going to go live at 6 p.m. Oh, and who do we have? Myers Jackson. Wow.
How's everybody doing?
Oh, well, this is Myers Jackson. You probably already know him from, where would we know you from, Myers?
Well, I don't know. I've been on TV a time or two.
I think this guy's a little familiar with being behind a camera, reading a script, holding a mic. Am I right?
That's what you got to do. You just got to go with the flow. Is that right?
So, Myers, I have to ask.
Do it.
Who are you wearing tonight?
Well, I don't know. I cannot pronounce the name of the jacket, but I do have a great American hat.
Ooh, it has money in it. I just saw money in your hat. He has money in his
not
hat.
Say what I'm going to do with that money later.
It's a whole bunch of ones. Use your imagination, folks. That's all I'm going to say.
That's what you got to go. You got to do it.
So, Myers, were you present at the first benefit auction summit that was here?
This is actually my first auction benefit summit this year.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, I'm going to tell
This is
you
Myers'
what,
first time.
it's exciting to be here.
Wow. Well, we're glad to have you. Thank you for being here.
So where was the first one held?
Right here in San Antonio.
So we're back in
11
San
years ago.
Antonio, a repeat.
Yep.
It's a good time. It's good weather. A lot of great people here.
Amen to that. And 3 of them are standing right here.
We're standing right here.
The one in the middle shines the brightest, folks. Please say thank you to Myers Jackson for joining us tonight. Thank you so much for being with us, Myers. We really appreciate it.
Thank y'all for allowing me to be here.
Thanks.
Y'all have a good evening.
Appreciate it.
Folks, as you can see, there are a lot of absolute influencers in the fundraising industry present here tonight. I hope those of you who are at home are also, well, because you're influencers as well, kick-ass benefit auctioneers. I mean, there's a whole group of them here right now. And in fact, we're going to bring the next one up right now. This is 2021's Benefit Auction Summit Scholarship recipient, Miss Amanda Valley.
Amanda Valley.
Hey,
it's so good to see you.
I haven't seen this guy since we did BAS together. in 2019, just
Wow.
before stuff happened.
Yeah.
Some things
Amanda,
happened since then.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a first-generation auctioneer. I started my training back in 2019 when I did Designation Academy with you. I went to McClellan Community College and went to the Auctioneer Academy with TK Kenny. And the other TK, there's two TKs who teach there.
Whoa. Two TKs.
Two TK. It's real hard to say. I haven't even been drinking yet, and it's hard
Betty
to say
bought her
two
bunch of
TKs.
TK.
And I am so excited. This is my first summit, and I won the scholarship from the NAF to be here. So I'm beyond thrilled, and I'm having such a blast. I got to go to CNS last month. It's just been a dream summer.
So Amanda.
Thank you. Auctioneers helping auctioneers.
Amanda, what are you looking forward to Summit this year?
I'm really looking forward to hearing everybody's like great ideas about virtuals and hybrid events because, you know, we kind of like camp out in different regions and there's like different regionalisms that are kind of like not spreading over and across. So I'd love to hear what other folks are doing and, you know, share some ideas of things that we've been trying too. So
very cool. Well, thank you very much, Amanda.
Thank you. I'm the stage manager, so I'm going to go get somebody else now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Valley. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, up and comer extraordinaire. I'm telling you what. Thank you so much to Amanda. And who do we have here?
We have Donna. Hey, Donna.
Welcome. This is a first-time attendee. Her name is Donna. Donna, what is your last name?
Barito.
Donna Barito is joining us, and I hear this is your first time.
My first time being here. It's wonderful to be here. Everyone is so delightful, and you all are here with us as well. Yes.
Donna, we just asked Amanda, but what are you looking forward to Summit this year?
I'm looking forward to networking with everyone here today. It being my first time, I only know a few faces. And before I leave here, I would like to know a lot more. Absolutely. Being from Maryland, coming here to Texas is the first time for me. And I love it. I love it. Texans are absolutely wonderful people.
Donna, I love it that you're a first timer and that you're agreeing to be on our live stream. That is very brave of you. Tell me, what do you hope to get out of this summit experience?
Networking with getting to know people so they could bring me along. I'm still trying to get a good bid call going. I'm still learning. So everyone has been delightful in trying to help me with what I need to know so I can get a little faster.
Well, that's very incredible to hear. I don't know if you know this yet, but there is a saying that auctioneers use, and it's called AHA. It's an acronym for Auctioneers Helping Auctioneers. So I'm going to make this pitch based on all of us auctioneers. If you need help, please reach out to any of us. We would love to help you. We would love to mentor you. Welcome to Summit. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. It's good to see you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in person next year.
Thank you so much to Donna Barito for joining us. Thank you. That was
welcome,
excellent.
ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, we are in the pre-show now. We've got some amazing interviews that are going on in our hybrid benefit auction. Just a reminder, we're going to go live at 6 p.m. So if you need to register still, go to the link trellis.org/BASUM 2021 so that you can learn more, watch us live, and be a part of the Kathy Kingston Fund this evening.
Amen. And with that, we have got a rock star coming off of a heck of a 2-year IAC win. We're talking about Mr. Trey Morris.
Trey Morris.
Is this mine? Wow. Is this
Trey,
thing hot? How are you,
those
Misty?
are your viewers out there, and they
Yeah, they got them pretty hot.
answer to what is your most epic stage fail ever?
Most epic
embarrassing.
stage fail. So I was coming off the stage at a sound check, and the seam of my tuxedo ripped right on the inside of my leg. Like you could see the cheeky part and all that stuff. So I had to go get bike shorts. True story, so that I could cover it, camouflage it, and then move on. Yeah, it was great.
That's awesome.
Incredible.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But you probably blew your goal away that night. Am I right?
What's that?
Did you blow your goal away that night?
We had a great night. Yeah, I got
See?
shook up a little bit, then I got chilled out, so it all worked out perfect.
This is what happens when you hire a professional,
That's
people.
it. You guys got to keep moving forward. We all know the problems. We got to find solutions.
So Trey, tell us, how experienced have you been in the virtual/hybrid world, and what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, well, so I pivoted pretty quickly just to find out I had to get a paycheck in the virtual world. And so I created a studio inside my office. So what used to be cubicles and all this for people to come in, like my little meet and greet area, I put blackout curtains up, lights, camera, action, all that good stuff, teleprompters and all the good stuff. And I quickly pivoted. Was I comfortable when I first did it? Absolutely not. It was not.
I don't think any of us
You know, I love crowds. I love feeding off people, and I just love the energy that comes with that. When it was a lot quieter, I had a hard time kind of figuring out and finding where that energy came from.
Right.
But it didn't take long to start figuring out what it took. And, you know, here's the thing. When you do those, and you guys know, you just got to jump in all 4 feet and figure it out on the backside. So we did it, and here we are. And I've done, Lord knows how many I've done at this point. But, you know, if that's the way a client wants to go right now, I'm with them.
Me too.
I tell everybody, it's like Burger King. We're going to do it your way, however you want to do it. Yeah.
Well, you know, I find that having virtual and in person and now hybrid, we have more options to share with our clients, right?
100%.
So I kind of feel like we are not only more prepared for whatever may come, but we can offer them all sorts of things that they never had before.
Absolutely.
Right?
And you see these software companies and the people that are coming, and it's in the pipeline. It's put everything in fast forward. And it's really giving a lot more tools to our clients and allowing them to figure out, hey, what do I want this to look like? How can I reach more and more and more donors? And it's pretty magical to see what's happened on the backside of it.
So I hear you're presenting this summit.
I am,
Can you tell us a little bit about that so that our virtual viewers are excited?
This is just my second summit that I've been to. I've only been a full-time auctioneer and doing this since July of 2017. Now, I've been an auctioneer for a long time.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, but I had to pivot. I had to take my business from where I was getting a salary and a vehicle and insurance and all this stuff.
It's scary.
And take that to a full-time job. And so I stand before you today as second-time attendee at BAS Summit. And I'm really just going to talk about how people can develop their own business plan, what better time to go back and reevaluate your business plan. And it's still fresh on my mind. And so I'm just going to talk about what I did, tools, tricks, tips on how I pivoted from one business to the other. And then more specifically, I do more contract auction work.
Okay.
I do a lot more contract auction work. And so I don't do a whole lot of turnkey. I don't plan the entire event out. I do a lot of contract stuff. So the cool part about my session here, it's called Developing Your Business Model, but it's a two-way street. We've got Myers Jackson that's going to talk about turnkey production and doing everything that it takes to put on an event and how his business model is really structured around just that. I'm going to be talking about how I fly in, fly out, different cities here, there, and everywhere. But I try to be invested as I can in the cause and just do it from a contract point of view.
Yep. We were just talking about that. Thank you so much for your point of
Pleasure's
view
all
on
mine.
this.
Thank you.
Everybody, please blow up the chat with love for Trey Morris, our former
Thank you, Missy.
IAC champ
Yeah.
too. You did so great. Your speech in the IAC when you were passing the buck, it made me cry.
Thank
It
you.
made me bawl my face
Thank
off.
you.
I'm just saying.
Appreciate
So
it.
thank you so much
Thank
for
y'all
being
for what
here.
you do. I'll see you this week.
Yeah.
Bye.
And folks, we're going to go live in just about 2 minutes, just 2 more minutes. So if you have not yet signed up Trellis, you should, because we want you to participate the same way that your donors will be doing so. Right, Freddie?
Right. This has been unbelievable. This is our benefit auction summit. It's hybrid right now. We're currently in the pre-show. We'll be live here in probably a couple
few
minutes. Yeah.
So one thing I want to just mention is having a pre-show is a best practice for a virtual or a hybrid event. What it serves the purpose of is to educate people to how to participate, right? How to give, bid, buy. It also acts as promotion time for any things that are for sale.
Right.
You can thank sponsors, volunteers, all the slides that you would normally show during your program. You can also upcycle for a pre-show, but you can take it a step further like we're doing and be live for all or parts of your pre-show. It's a little more engaging.
Right. This is really engaging. And that opportunity for us to be able to be live with you in the pre-show as we're warming up with our guests at home, super cool. So a couple more housekeeping reminders.
Yes.
We want to see you in the chat.
Yes, we do.
We want to see you in the chat. So give us a lot of love so that we can give back to you. And we're about to go live here in just a moment, Misty. I'm excited.
I am too. And what I think is going to happen is we're going to go to some PowerPoints for you to enjoy. And we will be live in just a moment on stage with Mr. Shane McCarroll, who will be tonight's live host. So we will see you then.
Hey, I'm Emily from Trellis. I'm actually in the room tonight having some fun of my own, but more importantly, I'm here to help you learn how to chat, bid, and donate so that you can have a great time while supporting an even greater cause. Cue the cheesy smile. First things first, let's get everyone to the same place. If you're watching virtually from a laptop, you're already there. If you wish to participate from your phone or other mobile device, get that out right now. Open up your browser. If possible, I recommend using Chrome for the optimal experience. And then type in the link trellis.org/BASUM 2021. Once you're there, use the top navigation menu to click Live Stream. There's a helpful live icon guiding you there. Now, if you came prepared, click Login and you're ready to go. I won't point fingers, but for the nameless people who didn't already create an account and add a card, that's your next step. Don't worry, I forgive you. Head to the top right corner of your screen and click Sign Up. You'll first be asked to add your name, email, and password. Keep it simple. We don't know how many drinks you'll get to tonight. Next, add your card. It will let you skip this for now, but you are going to need it if you wish to donate or bid on some of the amazing items that will be displayed very shortly. So get your card details in, preferably a card that your spouse doesn't have access to the records on, and then you're ready to go. From your device, you can now chat, bid, and donate. You're all set for now, but keep that device handy because later, when it's time, that magical button will appear on your screen just asking to be clicked. So come on, get your card in. The donation ask and live auction is coming up very quickly, and I can only stall for so long. Make sure you're ready, and good luck.
Well, thank you, Freddie and Misty. Good evening. Welcome to the Benefit Auction Summit 2021, live from San Antonio, Texas. Hey, I think we'd all agree, we know we've had a long journey since 2020. Yet we've all found a way to continue the course and help our nonprofit partners. Whether you're currently conducting virtual events, hybrid events, or full live events, the one thing that remains true is that our partners look to us for expert advice, and this room is full of experts. What a better way to learn and grow together than with our hybrid fundraiser. As we go forward, we hope to arm you with the tools needed to help you and your nonprofits continue to have successful fundraising results. It's our job, and believe me, we take our job very seriously. As we continue down the road to the live, or do we go live? Do we stay hybrid? Exactly what we do as we continue down that road, we all need to be ready. Use tonight as a tool you can talk about, and you can compare hybrid events and virtual events. This will allow you to work under any circumstances while simultaneously maintaining fundraising revenue for your clients. Take notes, ask questions, and let's all win together. NAA hosts summits every year to help benefit auctioneers learn trends, best practices, and it helps us to continue our professional growth as well as segment-specific education. And if you haven't looked, we've got a great menu of education for you over the next couple of days. Fundraisers throughout the summit will benefit the National Auctioneers Foundation. As you know, if you've been here multiple times, as we raise money, all of that money is going to go directly to the National Auctioneers Foundation. Take that excitement a step further, because tonight, our special appeal, all of those funds will specifically go to benefit the Kathy Kingston Benefit Auction Education Fund, and I know that fund is near and dear to your heart. Guys, during the appeal tonight, remember that specific fund is where the money is going. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before we go any farther, we all know her, we love her, and we all agree she's got the best hair in the building. Please, please let me introduce you to Tijuana TK Kinney, my co-host tonight.
Hello, hello, my friends. And some of y'all have really great hair too, especially Doc. I love his hair.
Thank you.
Oh no, what's your name right there on the end? I really love your hair. Oh yeah, no competition over there. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for being committed to coming to the summit and continuing to elevate our industry together. I know many of you in here, and those of you I don't know, I cannot wait to get to meet you. And Shane's doing a fantastic job. Can we give it up to Shane one time? And then give it up for Misty and Freddie for the amazing job that they did out there on the pre-show, if you all got to watch. Amanda chatting out there. And we also have Myers standing in the back. He's also been a part of our amazing committee. Myers, give a wave to everyone. He's bashful. He's bashful. And then thank you to the NAA and everyone who came together to put this together. We could not have done this without your support. You all are amazing. So here's a little bit of history about the summit. In 2010, the Benefit Auction Summit was held by the NAA. That was the very first one. And where was it held? Right here in San Antonio. How many of you were here for that? Look at that. They've been around since the beginning. Thank you. Thank you. If you want to know what's been happening for the past 11 years now, reach out to them and see how the industry has evolved, because we have some people who have been around since day one. Now, we raised a few $100s there just by conducting a benefit auction. So we're going to continue to do that now. And like Shane told you, all that's going to go to benefit Kathy Kingston's Benefit Auctioneer Education Fund, which is phenomenal. Now, the Benefit Auction Summit continued for several more years, and the Benefit Auction Summit from there continued to just raise funds and become more and more evolved, and became the place where we all come together to get the stellar education that we need to be the consummate professionals that we all are. Now, the National Auctioneers Foundation agreed to keep a temporary restricted fund specifically for the education of the benefit auction community. That means that they care about what we do. We all know that there are so many segments in the industry, but this one's special. We take care of the community, and we take care of the people who take care of the world. That's animals, that's people, that's healthcare, that's everything. That's law enforcement, and we thank you. So give it up for yourselves real quick. Fantastic. I need you all to celebrate yourselves a little bit more, but that was just a warm up. It's okay. Now, so stay tuned to all things NAA. You know, the Designation Academy is going to be coming up soon, you know, conference and show for next year. So stay tuned to all things. We will be back in person again in Las Vegas the week of December 5th through 11th for the Designation Academy. So any of you that do not have your benefit auctioneer specialist designation, do not fret because you can get it there. If you have not taken that course, it's being rewritten. So you're going to get brand new content. And if you have taken the course, that means that you might need to come out and do an audit. And that's always a good time. Now, conference and show will be held in 2022 in San Diego, California. I will be there. I think a few of you too. Will you be there, Shane?
Absolutely.
All right. Who else will be there? Okay, we're going to see after this. A few more hands are going to go up because you're going to want to hang out with us again because I miss you guys already. Now, I want to do a brief introduction of our new NAA incoming CEO. You all may know him, and if you don't, you will come to know him. He's been around for quite some time. He left us for a little bit, but you know, when they say if it's true love, let it go, and if it comes back, it means that much more. Well, it's true love. He's in love and he could not get away. He could not stay away. So please welcome the incoming CEO of the National Auctioneers Association, our very own Aaron Insminger. There he goes. Woo-hoo!
Well, thank you so very much. TK is right. You know, there's some things you can't stay away from and some opportunities you can't just turn down. And, you know, I wanted to be sure that I was here at this event because really, this is one of my favorite segments of the industry, right? I mean, it's more fun. And it's probably one of my favorite events over the years. And so I'm really glad to be here. I want to welcome all of you here and everyone online with us. Thank you so much for being with us. You know, and thank you so much again. I've been watching. And thanks so much to the foundation for funding so much great education and helping with the fund that we're going to be benefiting for the next couple of days. We really appreciate all the help. We've got some great speakers and the foundation has been a great help with that. And I also just want to say thank you to the sponsors that we have. We'll have some more listings of those over the next couple of days, but just looking around the room, fantastic lineup of sponsors. So I'm really excited to be able to walk around and hear more about what they're doing, and I hope you will too. I don't want to take up a ton of time. I know I've only got a couple of minutes to talk, so I'm going to turn this back over, and thank you so very much for being here and for welcoming me back again. It's great to be home. Thanks very much.
It goes without saying the NAA is in very good hands for the next decade or so. Give them another round of applause, guys. What a great opportunity. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you for your contribution in the past to the Auctioneers Association, as well as the hard work you're going to put in over the next few years. So, hey, we're all excited about a new chapter. I mean, I think we could all agree that the NAA is kind of starting a new chapter, you know, and it's exciting to me as a first generation auctioneer. And I know many of you in this room have been in the auction industry for decades, and I know it's just as exciting for you as well. As the foundation helps and supports the NAA in so many ways, we'd like to tell you a bit more about that right now.
Hello everyone, I'm Jennifer Gableman, President of the National Auctioneers Foundation. First, I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules to enhance yourself by attending the Benefit Auction Summit. Furthering your education helps us all grow as a profession. As benefit auctioneers, you work with many types of foundations with varying missions. The mission of the National Auctioneers Foundation is to work alongside the association by financially supporting educational programs and speakers. We also provide scholarships for designations and summits, and a $300 education voucher for new members to use in their first 3 years of membership. This past year, which was hard for so many, the foundation supported the NAA by subsidizing all of the education programs for the year. Our tagline is honoring our legacy, empowering our future. To us, that means preserving auction history, utilizing a virtual museum of auction memorabilia, which will be added to our new website. It also means getting the younger generation involved in the industry. We've already started that process by partnering to create the auction learning module and game for the FFA students and teachers. Since you're a member of the association, you're also a member of the foundation, regardless of if you donate to the foundation. As members of both, know that we are here to support you in your career and appreciate all you do for the auction industry. Being at an education summit, I should be telling you to learn as much as you can as quickly as possible. But instead, I encourage you to make the most of your trip by creating lasting relationships with others that can help you in your future endeavors. Have a great time. Supported the NAA by subsidizing all
Miss Gableman a big round of applause. And remember, if there's some content that we may have missed or you missed, all of those links are available on the NAA website, so you can go directly there. I want to also talk to you a little bit about 1983. In December of 1983, the NAA Foundation was formed in the Archives Committee in order for us to get our tax-free status with the IRS. Dean Fleming, if anybody remembers, was listed as the president of the NAA Foundation, focused on preserving the history of the NAA. In 2005, the foundation initiated the Capital Campaign, investing in the future. It became with a soft launch of the foundation board, the NAA board, and some prominent individuals, was also launched and totally at the 2006 conference and show. How many of you were at the 2006 conference and show? Wow, that's a lot of hands, TK. They also approved the motion to prepay their lease on the NAA building. That was exciting news for a total of $650,000. And early in 2012, the foundation trustees requested that the district court dissolve the intent of the capital campaign and approve the transfer of the funds into an endowment that would focus entirely on education. In 2013, at the annual business meeting, membership approved a name change to the National Auctioneers Foundation. In October, an endowment investment fund was created with Morgan Stanley. Here we are in 2021, and we have so much to do, and supporters of the foundation continues. Please turn your attention. Oh, we already watched this. This is when Jennifer was supposed to talk. Very well. We've already heard Jennifer.
We work from the future.
That's right. Not only was she silent, but she was out of turn.
She was. That's why she was silent. She knew.
We need to talk to her about that.
Yes, we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe TK's got some information for you now.
I do. Thanks, Shane. So you all know how amazing the Benefit Auctioneer Summit is, and you know how amazing the NAA is, right? So I know those of you that are at home wish that you were there with us. So I'm going to talk to you specifically for a moment. We miss you. We miss you so much. We all say that y'all miss them. Look at that. They miss you too. But we know whatever reason you stayed at home, it was the right decision for you. And we will party it up when you're ready to next time. And if it's not for the summit, that's absolutely okay. Call us. We're always down for a special trip. All right. Anyway, digressing. We have seen in the last year or so that no matter how you fundraise, it's still important, whether it's in person, whether it's virtual, whether it's a mixture, hybrid, and on the computer, whatever it is you're doing, you have to do it because there are people out there who are counting on us. There are people out there who they put their entire livelihood on the line based on what we do when we step foot on the stage, the platform, the golf cart, whatever it is. So at all times, we have to be ready to be our best. We want you all to be that excited as we go through this. Be pumped up to participate, because as we're raising money tonight, it's not just for the NAA. It's not just for the NAF. It's for us, for benefit auctioneers, to help bolster our education. And we know how important that is. So make sure your friends are tuning in. If you know any benefit auctioneers who didn't make it, they didn't register, they can see the stream. Tell them to join the stream, tell them to check it out, participate, because we want to maximize the giving that happens here this evening, okay? So from here, I think that we're going to go into telling you a little bit about how virtual giving works, right, Shane?
Well, and virtual giving is new to some of us. Over the last year, I think we'd agree that we've become a little more comfortable with it than maybe we thought we would have been 12 to 18 months ago. So we want to kind of walk you through the folks that are online. And then tonight, all of your opportunities to give will always take your bid. Don't worry. If you want to bid, we'll take your bid. But as you can tell, there's no bid card. So you're going to need to know exactly what you're doing and how to do it. So we're using Trellis. Everybody give them a big round of applause. The Trellis folks have been great throughout the process. And I want to talk to you a little bit about if you need help. Anybody who's online, if you're going to be bidding tonight, there's a lot of things that you need to know. If at any time you have any trouble getting registered, if you have any trouble giving those specific gifts that we'll be asking for or possibly placing bids in the future, there's a help button on the top navigation bar in your NAA app. Or you can call the help number. And if everybody's at home, this is a good time to grab a pen, because I'm going to give you the phone number, and I believe we'll have it on the screen here. But if you guys need help here, just holler. Me or TK or somebody will come and help you for sure. But 403-708-8831. One more time for you, all the folks that are out there virtually and want to donate or maybe have some problems, call 403-708-8831. And that just come across the screen that Myers is going to be answering the phone.
Oh.
So Myers is actually the help department tonight. So ladies, if there's anybody out there that's ever just wanted to talk to Myers Jackson, call that number. He's going to be manning that for you as well. That'll be fun.
He has a great voice, so if you're just curious, just give him a call. It's amazing. Myers Jackson, America's auctioneer. I've been trying to get this right. Did I do well? Yes. Okay. I've been practicing. I just want to see you get that hat on. I do. I need the hat. Myers by the end of the night. Jacket and the hat. I like the jacket. Yeah, we're gonna take that. So those of you who are at home, also, we want you to join. Actually, those of you in the room too, join the social movement. Get on social media. Tag NAA and everything. So if you're on Facebook, it's NAA Auctioneers all together, and Auctioneers Foundation if you are giving to the foundation, which we hope you all are. Then on Instagram, it's NAA Auctioneers. So go on there, blow it up. Make sure the world knows that we have an organization that takes care of us. So when they're looking for the professionals, they know where to go, because they know that the NAA is important because we tell them the NAA is important, right? So they are always looking for the professionals that are going to help get them the best advice. Now, if you have not yet liked the NAA or Astounding Auctions on Facebook or Instagram, please feel free to do so now. Again, that's NAA Auctioneers on Facebook, Astounding Auctioneers, that's us too. So feel free to like us on Instagram, on Facebook, follow, stay in the know, share, because everyone always says they've never met an auctioneer. So, spread the love. We also want to make sure that you know that this is an educational experience. So you are seeing a hybrid event right here in person. We are going to make all the faux pas so that way you don't have to. So make sure that your sound is on when you play videos. Make sure you go through all that. None of that stuff. Make sure that everything is good to go on your PowerPoints. We've got you covered, because it's all about education, right? And if there's anything that you see that we do well, feel free to borrow it, steal it, like the cowbells. Who doesn't like a little cowbell? Always more cowbell.
The world needs more cowbell.
The world
I've heard that
definitely needs more cowbell. There we go. Moo cows. So see, more cowbell. Now, from the night, don't forget, who does not have the Trellis app downloaded yet? No one tells on themselves, of course. Everyone. Who does have the Trellis app downloaded? Okay, see, y'all told on yourselves, those of you who did not raise your hands. Download the Trellis app. Make sure that you're ready to bid, to give, because we have 3 lovely auction items for your bidding pleasure this evening. Some will allow you to sink your toes in the sand. Some of them will allow you to buy Shane and us a trip because we need to get away. Whatever you decide to do with it, just giving suggestions however you choose to live. Now, on your virtual offsite guests, when you're doing your galas, make sure you're explaining to them how to bid. Make sure you're giving them visuals. Make sure you have someone like Shane telling them the rundown of how it all works.
And this is when people start to get bored because they don't want to listen to us keep telling them what to do. But it's so important to have the visuals up there. A lot of times we like to put people out in the crowd to help them. Hey, if you can't get it done, we'll tell you exactly how to do it. I've grabbed people's phones before, and sometimes I go ahead and put in that first bid for them too, just to get them started. I mean, it's just a minimum opening bid anyway. But if you do need any assistance tonight, be sure, if you look right up at the top of the navigation bar on your Trellis app, hit help. The help button's right at the top. Super simple. Or once again, you can call Myers at 403-708-8831 to donate in the upcoming appeal. Simply go directly to that trellis.org/BASUM 2021. Sign up, go to the live stream tab. You can watch us. Maybe we can get the cameraman to pan across the crowd and you can see yourself, or maybe someone at home's looking for you as well. We've got lots and lots of options for you to be able to donate tonight. So if you have any questions, if you need any help, be sure to let us know either virtually. The chat, I mean, look at all this. You guys can't see it, but if you get on the app, you can actually go through the chat right now. Myers, people are talking to you. People are talking to TK. Ruth Grayson's on there. Amy Phillips, Dan Newman, Naomi Lewis, Susan Johnson's even. How are you doing that? You're in two places at one time, Susan.
This is awesome.
Blowing up. And
thank you for the reminder down here, because we do have chat. The people at home are having a great time and they want more cowbell, always more cowbell.
Because they can't hear it right here.
Exactly. And I'm sorry, Shane. I probably had that right at Shane's height because, you know, I'm a little vertically challenged over here. So the Trellis app, Zan, so it is 100% the Trellis app. So hey, Zan, hey, let's just say, hey, friends. Hi, Zan. Hey, Naomi. Hey, Jay.
Christy's not blown away. We hope she's not blown away. I don't know what it looks like, but I saw her standing out by the beach a while ago, 40-mile-an-hour winds. Her hair was blowing back on Facebook. They're still in Orange Beach, Alabama. Is that right? Orange Beach, Alabama. And all of our thoughts and prayers are definitely with all the Alabama auctioneers that are in an event right now.
Yes, they are. They're right there in the path of the hurricane. So keep them in your thoughts, keep them in your prayers. Well wishes go out to them. Now, here is a quick hint. A best practice at all virtual and hybrid events, it's to make sure you have effective engagement strategies for all your viewers and guests. We find that it helps them stay engaged by staying in the live stream longer. If you have chat cheerleaders, and they makes them a little bit more likely to give, and we have people in there giving already. So simply click into the chat box, drop your comments. You can engage with them. You can connect with your friends. You can do whatever you need to do. So again, this is hybrid happening right here in front of you. All you have to do is go in there, select live stream tab, and start chatting. Drop love bombs all night long. Put the hearts, the heart eyes, emojis, all the good stuff, because we cannot wait to see.
And here's what I like to think is the most important part of tonight. I want to talk to you real quickly before we transition into the ask or the fund to need. Tonight, the NAA is raising money very specifically to support a new fund with the foundation honoring NAA member Kathy Kingston. Kathy was a pioneer, as we all know, in the benefit auction world. She helped develop the NAA's benefit auction specialist designation that many of you hold, the BAS designation. She hosted the Certified Auctioneers Institute CAI benefit auction that was raised funds for Larry McCool Scholarship and was very instrumental in transitioning the Pass It Forward donation program that the foundation holds annually. From a small annual giving program to one that is now routinely raises over $100,000. It is the single most important funding program that the foundation has. As we all know, on January 30th of 2020, unfortunately, Kathy passed away, but she did it peacefully, and she did it directly after finishing a class for benefit auctioneers. Wow, only 66 years old, but Kathy was passionate about benefit auctions and just as passionate about the National Auctioneers Association. She entered the IAC multiple times. She was a Chuck Cumberland Sportsmanship Award winner. And Kathy was well-respected author, consultant, instructor, mentor, practitioner, and I know friends to everybody she met. She always sought out a way to help auctioneers and elevate their benefit auction skills and also give them knowledge, arm them with knowledge. The past winter, a small committee, a lot of folks that were in this room, formed to help the temporary unrestricted fund to hit the $50,000 threshold to honor Kathy Kingston. Temporarily restricted fund was renewed. That's right. The Kathy Kingston Benefit Auction Education Fund was created and used exclusively for retaining presenters to educate benefit fundraising auctioneers around the world. To tell you a little bit more about Kathy, please help me welcome Miss Lynn Zink to the stage.
Thanks so much, Shane. It was an idea that started many years ago, this Benefit Auction Summit. Kathy was there years ago at the beginning of this, advocating for auctioneers, because we are more than bid callers. We are highly skilled communicators who are able to deliver the mission of the organizations that we represent. Kathy looked at us as thought leaders. I just love that. We are thought leaders. When Kathy did her workshops, she would have a $1 million bill that she would give to people that came to the event. And I would like for all of you to hold yours up, because everyone has, look at these $1 million bills around here. With these $1 million bills, that's right. With these $1 million bills, Kathy would always tell us, this is potential. Potential for you as benefit auctioneers for the earnings that you can make. And it's also, think of the skills and expertise that you bring to your nonprofits. It's the potential for the organizations that you represent to meet or exceed their dreams and goals. So do I hear $1 million? Can you hear Kathy saying that? I know many of you have heard that. You know, Kathy always wanted to elevate every benefit auctioneer, and she would do that by bringing in the outside speakers. She would do that by trying to work on the education, to put us on the cutting edge, to give us the unique tools that we would need to set us apart from the rest. So we are asking you here tonight to invest in the benefit auctioneers and the Kathy Kingston Education Benefit Auction Education Fund. Not only as a tribute to Kathy, but also to keep up the vision of enabling benefit auctioneers to have an ultimate impact on the organizations, that we represent. We've learned so much from her. And so think of Kathy now as we move forward, and we want to show you a video that's going to give you even more information about Kathy. Thank you.
For 30 years, Kathy Kingston worked with nonprofits to help them maximize their fundraising. Kathy was a consultant, a speaker, a fundraising auction strategist. She conducted benefit auction seminars, teleseminars, custom workshops for nonprofit organizations, educational organizations, and for professional auctioneers. The auction she was the most proud of was the Sonoma wine auction. She took them from $400,000 to $4 million. And finally, in the last year she worked with them, they were at the $5.2 million mark.
In 2015, the National Auctioneers Foundation requested her help in raising funds to support auctioneer education. She and a fellow auctioneer accepted the challenge and created Pass It Forward.
She used her influence to connect people. There wasn't an NAA conference or summit where Kathy didn't make it a priority to introduce auctioneers of all skills, genders, mindsets, and economic statuses to each other. If it was your first conference, Kathy would seek you out, chat a while, and determine who in the room would benefit from knowing you and you them.
Tailored a program to each person, and all the while was demonstrating the importance of developing relationships. She gave you more than you could have ever hoped for. She crafted a strategy that brought out the best in you, that pushed you, challenged you, and at the same time, she left you wanting more.
She was most inspired to write a higher bid in order to help nonprofits become more strategic with their benefit auctions. It included strategies to help transform events from transactional to more mission-driven events. Kathy earned her CAI and BAS designations, and she was honored with 2 major awards: the Chuck Cumberland Memorial Scholarship Award during the 2012 International Auctioneer Championship, and she was the 2006 Rose Award recipient at the Certified Auctioneers Institute.
Kathy's parents died. She started a foundation in their memory
to support her local community. In true Kathy fashion, she used this philanthropy platform as an important teaching tool for her beloved nieces and nephews. She made each one of them a director on the Kingston Fund Board. She mentored them on how to run a foundation, how to invest the funds, how to review grant proposals, and ultimately, how to choose grant recipients. Kathy believed in teaching all generations to give generously.
You can clap. It's absolutely okay to clap. How many of you have been Kingstoned? It's a verb. That's right. Kathy had a way of talking to you and finding out that one thing, that little burning fire that you had within you, and bringing it to the top and bringing it to real life. She didn't just let you be. She believed that everyone had a superpower and she was going to help you find it. And you didn't even know what was happening. You just thought she was saying hi to you. And next thing you know, walk away and you know, you've been Kingstoned. Every time I talked to her, I was Kingstoned. Every single time. So I hope those of you who have not had an opportunity to meet Kathy, that you pick up a copy of her book, A Higher Bid, and hear her passion because it was real. Hear how she feels about helping nonprofits. It's not just about the gala. She wants them to win every single day. And she did it from the heart. And she also loved tea. So whenever you have your morning tea, think about Kathy then too. Or your evening tea, whenever, because Kathy just liked tea. I want to say thank you to Lynn. She's also a part of our committee from the Education Institute, and she's my co-chair. And I know your love for Kathy and to get up here and speak. I want to thank you also, Kathy McPherson, for being a part of this and helping us. You also have a great love for Kathy. And every single one of you who raised your hand who has been Kingstoned. And I want you to take a moment and think about why you came here. I know there's a big portion of us that said we had to be here because we needed education. But there's another part of us that said we need to be here because this isn't just education, this is networking, this is family. This is where you come and you get job interviews. I remember my very first summit opened the door for many opportunities back when I was in San Diego. I met many of you. Greg is not here, but I remember that he threw a ball across the room and it hit me. I sat next to a few other members and was bumped a few times, but those are the moments that made me stay a part of the NAA. And I want you to think about those things. I remember it was the first time I met Wendy Lambert and I fangirled. I was like, you were IAC champion, oh my gosh. I really did that. Yeah. It was the first time I saw Trisha and Lance outside of the classroom and I was like, oh, those are my teachers. And, it was really cool. And think about those things. That was where I met Kathy at a benefit auction summit the very first time and learned that I wanted to grow my education. So we're going to move into a very special part of the evening where you all give. And I want you to give not from where you are today, but give for the future, give for legacy. Because as you see, it's possible to have a legacy. We have a huge legacy that we're fundraising for now. A giant amongst women and men, Kathy Kingston. Someone who believed that our education can be done amazingly with each other, but also knew the power of getting education from outside of the NAA. Bringing in people who give us the skills and tools that we need that may go beyond talking fast or talking slow. May go beyond knowing where to start a bid and knowing when to increase, knowing when to say sold and knowing when to hold. She believes that education goes to a point of knowing how to connect with your donors, seeing them as humans. So I want to ask at the $1,000 level, who's going to help us learn to be human? Who's going to help us close that gap? Who believes in pouring in education in such a way that says, it's not always about talking fast, but it's about touching the heart. Now, let me recognize a few people who have given at the $1,000 level and celebrate those people. We have Dennis Barrett, Susan Johnson, Ruth Lind, Scott Robertson, Lynn Zink, America's Auction Academy coming in at $2,000.
Very nice.
Kurt and Connie Johnson coming in at $2,000 also, and they're giving twice. And we thank you, Kurt and Connie, and we thank you, America's Auction Academy. We can do a little bit better than that. I know we can do a lot better than that. Let's give it up for all of our donors at $1,000 and $2,000.
Think about what $1,000 does. If you've ever been on any of these committees or anything, and we're looking for speakers so that we can educate ourselves, and we're looking outside of the auction industry, it takes some money to get them, to wherever they need to come. And $1,000 goes a long way. And I believe if my math is right, I was in the Marines, you were in the Army, my math probably not as good as yours, but well over $10,000, boom, just like that. Is that right?
Just like that. Any Air Force people, because I think they're smarter on.
That's right.
Okay. So you all did that. You made it possible. We're standing here because you believe in the power of education. And we're going to use the next few days to show you what your funds can do. Now, at $500, I want to talk about Kingstoning. How many of you have the power to just speak life into someone, to meet, where are our first timers in the room? Oh, look at that. How amazing. Quite a few first timers in the room. How many of you believe in the power of walking up to our first timers and pouring into them, giving them opportunity and giving them hope, letting them know that they can make it in this industry? Just because you're in this room with rock stars, that means that you're also among the stars. You're one of them too. So at $500, let's all go a little bit further and Kingston it. At $500.
Dean Crownover believes in it because he just gave $500. Give him a big round of applause.
Yes, thank you, Dean Crownover.
Freddie Silva. Freddie, you're back there, a first timer helping us on the committee and donating $500. Thank you so much, Freddie. Shannon and Rich share with $420 donation. Don't ask about the amount. I just know that's what it says. Lisa Taylor, Justin Swisher, Jim Nye, the auction guy, with $500 donation. Carol Miller, Darren Mears. Check out that one that's highlighted, $1,000 one come in.
I see that. We have a new $1,000 donation coming in from Black Ice, Dan Newman himself. Thank you, Dan Newman. Now, if that doesn't tell you, Shane, it's never too late. And you don't have to follow or conform to the rules. You give when you feel it. And if that amount is $100 million billion, by all means, my love, give it.
Hey, and what else I love is that we can see on the platform where you're looking at the Trellis platform, there's another amount. If you don't want to give the amounts that we're walking through, type in an amount that's important to you. We've got other amounts that we're going to get to in a minute that are less than the amounts that we're going to be asking, but maybe it's an amount that's relevant to you. So give at any amount, but I don't want to forget Hannes Combis. $500 donation. Glenn Flambeau, Katie Gabriel, Doak, and Wendy Lambert. Made sure I should have said Wendy first because she actually came. That was Doak is probably taking care of the farm or the ranch. Is that right? That's probably what he's doing. Justin Swisher is in there at $500.
And look at Janelle Taylor coming in. Our very own Janelle Taylor. And we know she believes in education. So this makes sense. Thank you so much, Janelle. Now, we have so many levels to go through. So we're going to move to our next level, but keep giving because we will come back and we will recognize you because you're the ones making the magic. I want you to think about at $250. Close your eyes for a moment, all of you in the room. Think about when you were sitting at home thinking you were going to be a ballerina or you were going to be G.I. Joe. And then one day you found yourself standing on a stage with a microphone in your hand, being a benefit auctioneer instead. Where did you go to school? Who taught you? Who were your friends? Who sat next to you? Who is the person that you met on day one that you're carrying on that road with you? Let's give $250 for those memories. How we all grew up in the auction industry. It's only been 5 years for me, but let me tell you, I have a new family. And my friends don't understand, but I know that every single one of you, I carry you everywhere you go with me. And I'm proud to be associated with every single one of you. So let's come together in Kingston it at $250.
Laura Mannell's in the house. Laura Mannell with a $250 donation.
That's our IAC Women's Champion.
That's right. And here's another familiar name, Christy King with a $250 donation. And following up Christy and Laura, how about Michael Up with another $250 donation? Once again, what better way to educate us but to put a bunch of money and then put a bunch of money in a hat and travel all over the world and find the best speakers? Now, we were in the military, and you know, a lot of times military people teaching military people is boring. And after the last 7 years in the auction industry, I'll be honest, it gets that way sometimes, right? Death by PowerPoint. You ever heard of that before?
Oh, yes.
I think that the motivation behind this and the idea that Kathy had is really thinking outside of the box, because there's a lot of things that professionals and, you know, very, very, very successful people outside of the auction industry, they use techniques that would help us as well. And having the money to hire those professionals to come in, because we know professionals cost money. We don't do anything for free, right? Professionals cost money. And so is that Mark Bish?
That is Mark Bish in the room giving right now. Thank you for your gift, Mark.
Very good. Very nice.
Now let's think about what happens at the $100 level. And one of the things you talked about is how powerful it is to bring in professionals. So think about storytelling. What does it look like when you're standing on stage? Do we say $500 is going to help us with a bus? $200 can help us send 500 kids to camp. But where is that connecting with the hearts and minds and souls of your donors? What do they care about? Do they care about the number of kids going? Do they care about what you're going to do with those dollars? And if so, how do we make them feel inspired by those gifts? We want to bring in speakers that help make us more powerful. They help us become better storytellers. They help us have more energy. They help us figure out when we should bring it and when we should come high and when we should come low. And those are things that Kathy knew. Those are things that we know.
Here's something I like to do. Now, that was a beautiful story, okay? But I want to bring it down to reality. It's $100. Okay, this is what I talk, and my wife is probably not watching. I hope she's not, but this is my $100 pitch. Have you ever been downtown Nashville or San Antonio or your downtown, wherever you're going? You and your loved one is going downtown. Let's just say you're going to go for a brunch on Sunday after church. Pull into the parking place, $26 for about 3 hours, right? Typical. I mean, you can't park downtown San Antonio for that, right? Then guess what? Go in and eat, have a drink or two, and go back out to your car. What have you done? You have just spent $100 that quickly. I mean, this donation is much better than the melting pot or, you know, whatever place you're going to go to. So we can be creative and we can talk, and TK can kind of, you know, smoosh it over for you. But I'm going to say, if you're in this room, give $100.
He said what he said.
Give $100. That's what we should do. And before we go too far, give Myers Jackson a round of applause for a $1,000 donation. He's also a Marine. That's why he was late. Instead of giving at the $1,000 level, he waited till the end.
Yes.
And Kent Corbett jumped in at $500.
Woohoo, Kent!
George Franco. George, thank you so much at $250. Hail at $250. How about that?
Yes, thank you so much. We know who you are. Well, I know who you are. Hail. Kelly Hart, thank you for your gift at $100. Thank you, George Franco. There's me. Thank you, Michael Chambers. Thank you, Gail Stallings. Thank you, Michael Namoff. Hey, if y'all have not met the Namoff brothers, they may or may not be connected, but they're really good guys. They're really good guys. You all keep those gifts coming in. And like Shane said, he said what he said. $100 is your brunch. You can do it. And if you've traveled here, you know the power of education. Let's just do it. And it looks like we have another quick announcement.
She's on a roll.
She is
She's
on a
pretty
roll.
much winning everything she's doing right now.
So if you're wondering what we're talking about.
Laura Mantle online has won 3 chat trivias. So if you ever want to go play trivia on like a Thursday night somewhere, she's the one. She's the one to take. And I believe there's some chat going on, some trivia still going on. Anybody in this room, y'all are letting Laura basically run the table on you.
And there's some good stuff out there. There's gift cards. There's registrations. Get in there and bid, please, or not bid, answer the questions. Let me give another quick shout out to Amanda Valley for her gift and Seth Weiner for their gifts for coming in and making donations. Also, Mark Schrader and Stacy McKernan coming in at $100. We also have Trisha Brower coming in. Oh, look at Mark. Look at Trisha Brower coming in at $250 for the Kingston Benefit Auctioneer Education Fund. You all are giving with wild abandon, and we like that. Let it all go. Let your hair down. Give. And a big shout out to Dan Campbell coming in with $1,000 gift.
That's right. Another $1,000.
All right. You all are rocking it. So I want to tell you thank you. Thank you for your gifts. You can keep giving through the rest of the night, but guess what? We still have a live auction for your bidding pleasure. That's right. There are live auction items. Trellis does not have an app. I've been telling you all stories. I do that sometimes, I took a storytelling class, like to make up stuff. But go to the Trellis site to bid in the live auction because that's coming up. Shane, you want to tell them about it?
Sure, and you don't only have to go to the Trellis site. The way I got there, if you're in this room, you have the NAA app. If you have the NAA app, as soon as you log on there, it's going to say Benefit Summit, and then you can go up to the top and it will link you directly to that entire thing. And you can go to live stream tabs at the top too, upper right-hand corner. Super easy. Click bid is what we really want you to do. And choose how much you would like to bid. What I like about Trellis, and if you don't know, there's going to be a class or two over the next couple of days talking a lot about the different platforms that are out there, because we know those are growing, right? There wasn't very many just a few short months ago, but there's many more. So be sure to take a chance and sit in one of those classes and get educated on the actual different platforms. But I believe package number 1 is where we're going to start with a live auction.
Oh, yeah.
Want to give you a little time. If you want to bid, you got to get in the app right now, or just if TK's calling out numbers that you're not happy with, put your hand in the air. I'll come talk to you, and we'll give you a bid card. We'll assign it to a name. You can bid in the room too if you want to, right?
Yeah, we'll figure it out. That's what we do. That's the whole thing about this. We have to be ready to operate on the fly. So that's what we shall do together. So I want to give a quick acknowledgement to Jay Cash, because Jay has just given a gift also of $500. And Jay is one of our new NAA board members. So thank you, Jay Cash, for your generosity. We appreciate you. And Nelson J, thank you for your gift of $250. We appreciate you, Nelson, so much for coming in and giving us another donation. Now, Shane, that first item, it looks like we might be going to Mexico.
All inclusive is all I read.
All inclusive.
You had me
That's
at all
all that
inclusive.
matters.
I mean, Cabo's nice, but there's a few places I'd go. If it's all inclusive, I'm in. But that's what we're going to send you here. Okay. Live auction package number 1 is a 5-night stay in Cabo San Lucas, and it is all inclusive. It's at an amazing resort. As you know, you'll get daily maid service. They've got Wi-Fi. If you need to go there, maybe while you're working, you're going to have the ability to still continue to work virtually, because that's what we're doing. We're raising funds virtually. You can work virtually, breathtaking views, all the things that come with an inclusive 5-day trip to Cabo.
That's right.
Might have some tequila down there too.
It might or might not, or might have a whole lot instead of some. So we want to say thank you to Auction Packages for making this donation. The starting bid on this item is going to be $500. So let's open it up and see where we go. Do we have a 500 able to bid now? 500. $500 bid able to bid now? 500. Get us going. Kick us off at $500 bid. Thank you, Susan. At 500 now. 600 able to bid now. Bidding on 600. Check out those pictures. Let's see where we're going. We have 500 all inclusive, 5 nights. And we have 6 right here with Shane. We have 6. Now do we have 7? Coming in at 7, we have over here in the left with 700 with Misty. Now do we have 8? 800 able to bid now. 800. We have 8 in the back. Thank you. 800. Now do we have 9? 900 able to bid now. Bidding on 900. We have 800 in the back looking for a $900 bid. You're going to sink your toes in the sand on the beach in Cabo. Let's go. Where are we going? $900 bid. We have 800 looking for 9. 800 able to bid now. 900. 900. Thank you, Kevin. 900. Now do we have 1,000? Let's go at $1,000. This is all inclusive, and I'm sure some of y'all can drink $1,000 worth of alcohol in 5 days. No judgment. No judgment.
We're just through the first day.
Yeah, we're just through day one.
At this level, at $1,000, that's pretty much the first day.
Yeah, that's day one.
Day
Nothing
one.
crazy has
You
happened.
still got 4 days.
That's right.
You still got 4 days to go for sure.
So for day 2, dipping your toes in the sand, drinking a whole lot of tequila made right there. Let's go. Looking for a $1,000 bid. We're at 900 looking for $1,000 bid. Able to bid now 1,000. Do we have a $1,000 bid? And we're able to bid now $1,000. 900 looking for a $1,000 bid. We're in with Kevin. Anyone else coming in at $1,000? Able to bid and do it again at 1,000? Going once. We have 1,000 going twice. 1,000 3 times for 5 nights in Mexico. Yes, you need a passport, all inclusive. Kevin's got the eye on. Oh, we're okay. So Myers is in at 800 online, but we're 900 in person. So let's see. We're going to get the bidding going. We've got you, friend. Don't worry about it. We see you here. We will find you for the money. Do not worry.
Okay, I've got the info. Sorry.
Oh, there's the info.
So once again, first of all, this is a learning process, right? So Trellis can advance the bidding without someone physically doing it. And I'm not going to let you not bid in person. It's just against
We're just
what
not
we
gonna
do,
do
right? So Myers has advanced it to 800, but
Thank
your
you, Myers.
$900 bid here live, he's still in.
All right.
Okay.
So Kevin's
So
still in
we
at
just don't
9.
have a way to do that. Myers, we're just going to spend Myers' money, and then if you decide to pay, great. If not, Myers is. I mean, he's America's auctioneer. He can afford it, right?
That's right. America's auctioneer over there with 800, but we know Kevin's in at 900. Anyone going to take Kevin out at $1,000? We're in at 900 with Kevin, looking for a $1,000 bid one more time. $1,000 bid now 1,000. We're at 9, looking for a $1,000 bid. Going once, going twice, 3 times. Kevin, who you taking? Yes. Oh, even better. That's a smart man. Congratulations, Kevin. For $900, you are selling a Cabo trip at one of your benefits. Congratulations and thank you. You want to sell the second item and I'll tell about the second item?
Sure.
Okay. So our second item is also going to take you to Mexico. This one is going to be a Mexican Riviera resort. Thanks to Mitch Stewart. We want to thank you for making this generous donation. You're going to have golden sand, crystalline water awaiting in Nuevo Vallarta or Riviera Maya for 8 days and 7 nights. This one's a little bit longer, but you're going to be either at the Grand Lux in Nuevo Vallarta or at the Grand Lux Riviera Maya. Now, I took this trip in June, Shane, let me tell you. It was phenomenal. I went to Cirque du Soleil right there on property. They had edible paper. Never seen such a thing, but I ate the paper. I ate the paper. Trust me, I've eaten worse. I ate the paper. It was so good. The property was beautiful. I closed my rings on my watch every day because it was massive, and the food was impeccable. So Shane, let's see where you go.
Sounds like $1,000 bid to me.
Sounds like $1,000 bid to me too.
700 with Dan Campbell. How about 800? How get it in 800? How get it at 800 in the back? Myers, I need you to bid 800 again. You're not in, but bid 800, and that'll give them an opportunity. I've got Trisha in at 800, 900, 800, 900, 900, 900, 900. Michael and Susan, you're out. 800 is right here in the room. Now 900, 800, 900. How get it in 89, Danny? You can't do that, Daniel. You can't do that. She's in. I need 800, 700, 800. It's 700 now, 800. How get it in 800? How get it in 800? 700 now, 8. And you did it? Okay. No, it's okay. Laura's in. Laura said she doesn't care anyway. She's in at 800. Who'll give 900? 800 now, 900. How get it in 800 now, 900. How get it in 900 in the room. Now 1,000. How get it in 900 if you want to now, Susan, you can. 900's right back here with Kelly. Now 1,000. I get it in 900 now. 1,000. How get it in one? I get it in one. Get it in $1,000. How get it in $1,000? 1,000. I get it in 1,000. How get it in $1,000? How get it in $1,000? What else could you get? $1,000 for 7 nights. Is it 7 days or 7 nights?
7 nights.
8 days then. Okay, got it. Hey, that's less than $100 a day. We're right there. I've got 900 right here in the room. Who'll give $1,000? I get it in 1,000. How get it in get it $100,000. I get it $1,000. How get it $100 get it 1,000. I get it 1,000. I get it 1,000. Laura Mantle, you cannot bid one time and then give up. Nobody likes a second place person, right?
Nobody.
I know Laura does not like to come in a second
You're
place.
first place, Laura.
Black Ice, you're out back there too. It's only $1,000. Don't forget where the money's going. Last and final call at 1,000. Hit 900 now, 1,000. I get it a pong, get it a pong, get it a $1,000, and I have last and final call at $1,000.
The Midwest is over there conspiring. I don't know. Is the Midwest conspiring to bid?
That's
is that
right.
what y'all
That's
were
what it
doing
looks
over
like.
there? This is the Midwest section right here.
$1,000. Last and final call. I believe it's Kelly. Is that right? Oh, Debbie. Debbie's in. No wonder Kelly's been looking at me like that. Like, why are you talking to me like that? They're lined up right next to each other. That's why you need professional ringmen.
That's why
right.
you do.
900 now, 1,000. Last and final call. Get it at 900 now, 1,000 and a half. Sold it to her right there. Debbie bought it for $900. She's going 7 days. Thank you very much, Debbie.
And Debbie deserves this vacation because she works at these NAA conferences. This is work for her.
Oh, yeah.
So she definitely deserves a getaway. So thanks
That's
for
right.
being here with Greater Giving, Debbie.
Hey, let me tell you what you're going to sell now, TK. This is a third and final item. If you
Where
came
we
here to
going?
buy something, this is your last opportunity. This is it. Item number 3 is a week in Bali at the Golden Buddha. Wow. What an experience. I heard something about petting elephants. I don't want to commit to that because
all
I
for
don't
the
know that that's
elephants.
true, but someone told me earlier that they did this.
I'm someone.
Was that you?
That was
Can
me.
you pet elephants on this trip?
In Bali, I petted an elephant. I did.
7 nights. Did you? Conflict.
Uh-oh.
Trellis is here. She can fix it.
She's got you
Her
covered.
name's not Trellis, but it is
Emily.
right now.
Emily.
No, but it's Trellis sounds better.
Emily
Hey,
Trellis.
7
Trellis
nights,
Emily.
Saturday to Saturday at the Golden Buddha Resort for 2 or 3 people. Full advance the slide, I believe. 1 round trip airport transport to the Golden Buddha Resort. Daily breakfast for up to 2 people. Complimentary bottled water. 2 full body massages at the on-site spa.
I'm all with that, with the massages. They're also going to get beautiful opportunities at the Golden Buddha. We just need the slide updated so they can see those beautiful pictures for the next items. And we are going to see what you get. Of course, you get the daily housekeeping service, diving, snorkeling, the whole 9. And we have an opening bid on this one. I know that you all, Seth, Michael, hold on to your britches because we have someone coming in at $1,000. And thank you to Sojourn Ventures for this wonderful donation. But Misty's taking it away at a $1,000 bid. Now, do we have anyone at $1,100? $1,100, come back in. This is in Bali. Again, a week in Bali. So Misty's in at 1,000. Do we have 1,100? 1,100 able to bid now. Bid on 1,100. We're 1,000 looking for an $1,100 bid. 1,100 out there anywhere. 7 nights, Saturday to Saturday for 2 to 3 people. So you can make this a girlfriend's trip, a guy friend's trip, or just some people I like trip, whatever you desire. So we have 1,000. Do we have 1,100? 1,100 able to bid anywhere at 1,100. 1,100. Thank you. 1,100. Michael, name off now. Do we have 12? 1,200. Thank you. 12. Now 13. 1,300. Come back in for us, Michael, at 13. We're at 11 looking for third. I'm sorry, we're looking for 12. We're looking for 12. We did get 12. See, you know, Misty's in at 12. We're looking for 13. 3 years to 3 years. So we're in at 1,200 looking for a $1,300 bid, able to bid now 13. 1,200 now 13. Come on, name off, brothers. We know that you have connections. Break somebody's knees. You can do it. 1,300 able to do it one more time at 1,300. 1,300 one more time. Come on in for us at 1,300. We're at 1,200 looking for a $1,300 bid, able to bid now 13. 1,300. Thank you. He's broke some knees. Somebody's coming up next. Now 14. 1,400 able to bid now. You are out, Misty, at 1,400. 1,400 able to bid now 13 looking for $1,400 bid, able to bid now 14. 1,400 able to bid now 14. We're at 13 looking for a $1,400 bid. Do you all, how many of you all in here know Misty Markham?
Oh, here we go.
Now I feel like, thank you so much. We didn't have to peer pressure her. Misty's coming in for us at 14. Now it's your turn at 1,500. 1,500 able to bid and do it again at 1,500. 1,500, you can do it. Think it's all about mega events. Do it for us at $1,500 bid. It's mega. You don't go small, you go big. 1,500 one more time. Able to bid and do it again at 1,500. 1,500. $1,500 bid. Okay, then tell us, why did you decide to stop supporting us today? Did that do it? There's no friends at auction. What are you doing? I shall be your financial advisor. And I really was a banker for about 20 years almost. So let me tell you how to go. All you have to do is pull out your phone, hit that button, and it's just a big yes. Johnny, tell him he should do it. Johnny, pull rank and tell him he should do it. One more time. Everyone do it with me. One more time. One more time. One more time. One more time. Anyone, Aaron, feel free to push that button for him. If he does, yes, he's in there. 1,500. Can we give him a big round of applause? Now, if anyone offers you anything else, you say no, but peer pressure for buying at auction is absolutely acceptable, okay? Absolutely acceptable. Now you're out, Misty, at 1,600. Come on. Oh, we have 1,600 over here. We've had a sleeper. Let's give it up to our new bidder. Mark over here, new bidder. New money, new money. Now, let me tell you, you know what he said? Not today. Your turn. Come back in for us at 17. 1,700. But now 17. Oh yeah, not that Mark. Y'all are really close to each other. Mark got really nervous. Mark S, Mark B. Mark B is in and he said, not today. You are not going to Bali. He's taking that trip to Bali. And I know there's at least 3 name off brothers out there that would love to go to Bali. I know. That's what I know. There's a bunch of y'all. There's a bunch of them.
It'd be the fun part, figuring out which 3 get to go.
That's
like, I would like to see that, you know, put them all in a room. Well, it says 2 or 3, and that's interesting too. You could take 2 or 3 people, but there's only 2 massages. So
right. So somebody doesn't get a massage.
figure
So
that
whoever
out.
the person is that's carrying the bags does not get the massage.
That's right.
So come back in for us and do it one more time. Johnny, just tell him to do it. Just take his phone and just spend the money. It's okay because it's all going to a great cause. It's going to help with our education. And we know that there's nothing more important than helping benefit auctioneers receive quality education. What are y'all talking about over there? Okay, I know I'm gonna leave the camera. We're gonna go do an interview real quick. We'll be back. We're going on a trip, just me, you, and about 35 of my closest friends. So hi, Mike. How are you today?
Unbelievable.
Wonderful. So tell everyone your name again. I know I said it for you.
Michael Namath, Mega Events.
Mega Events. Let's give it up for Mike. So Mike, how hard have you been working lately?
Real hard.
How hard has he been working? What's your name? Johnny, right? Johnny, how hard has he been working?
Not too hard.
Not too hard? How hard have you been working, Johnny?
I've been working real hard.
Real hard. You deserve a trip, right? No. It's my turn. You've been working real hard, right, Johnny? Like you deserve a trip, right? You do?
I slept through the fire alarm last night.
Because you had him working so hard.
Then when I woke him up, he said, I'm going down with the building.
Because you work him so hard. He was willing to go, shh, Thornhill. He was working really hard, okay? So you deserve it. Johnny deserves a getaway. He deserves a trip. And everyone in this room wants to see you get away. So can I get you in? That's how hard he's working, you see? He works him so hard, this man goes to sleep on the couch at work. Johnny, I feel for you.
What's it at? 16? So I go 17, he goes 18, I go 19, he takes it at 2,000. You ready to play?
Ooh. Mark, look, I'm from Indiana too. Don't let him do you like that. We are gangsters. So we have Illinois versus Indiana happening right here. So he's in at 17. Mark, take it away, 18. Show him what you do. Just take it away, 18. Just like that. Don't sleep on it. 18. Hey. Mark, I know you brought your mom here with you. You're such a good guy. Wouldn't she love to go to Bali too? She would. And you're going to deny her this opportunity. It's just $200 more. It's just $200 more. You owned it a moment ago and you're going to let it go this easily. You were already packing your bags. You saw yourself sitting back on the plane. You were kicking your feet up and you're going to let this guy take it.
Now I would
you're going to let this
I would be
fella
creative.
here?
Hey, look, he's in at 17. He wants to make you pay 2,000. If you'll bid 19, because we'll allow that, then we'll see if he wants to pay $2,000 for it.
19.
That's a good idea. Let's see if that works.
He's not scared of you. So now,
Okay, Mark's in at 19.
Let me tell you, Mike, I see how much you care about your community. You be out there pushing mattresses down like the dominoes. You do so much. You put up with your brother who's a slacker. You see how the story changes right now. He's a slacker. You put up with your brother who's a slacker. I feel like it's just a little bit more money. You deserve this. And you don't even have to take Johnny with you. You should take your other brothers with you.
Exactly what happens to me on the stage. I'll go 1950 and let him do it
1950, we'll take it. That's okay. We don't mind splitting it. Emily, we're going to work it out, my friend. Don't worry. 1950's in. Mark your turn. It's like tennis. What you going to do, my friend? 1950. All you have to do is go 2,000. Able to bid 2,000. If this was not a good cause, I would not, you can do whatever you like. I can see you. I can see Sam. I can see your mom. Imagine how beautiful it would be. You're going to let him have it? Well, everyone give a big round of applause to our backup bidder, Mark, please. They're connected and they are a little scary, Mark. I get it. They are a little scary, Mark. I get it. It's something about the accents, like old school Chicago mobsters over here. Can we sell two? We don't have two. That's the thing. We don't have two. If we had two, it would be a takeaway so easily. But we're going to say going once at 1950. Oh, going twice at 1950. 3 times. Anyone else going to Bali we're just going to sell it. Hey, when technology has issues, don't fret. Don't hold your audience up with technology issues. You have people there. People saw it. It's okay. Just say sold to Mike Nameoff. He's going to Bali. And Johnny, you better go. If you don't go, let me know. I know I kind of excluded you, but that was just a strategy. I really love you, Johnny. You deserve it. I know, if we could. And if we could, we would sell twice. Yes, we would.
TK, I've been told there's been a couple of donations that have come in, and I want to remind you that you can continue to give. I think we're about $4,000 away from what our goal was, and I would hate for us to leave. Yeah, I'd hate for us to leave, without hitting that goal. But the Trellis app, or the Trellis link within the NAA app, is going to be available. Continue to give in small amounts that are meaningful for you. If there's an amount that maybe we did not, that we did not get to, be sure to give. And I was also told, that we're going to do a little bit of a debriefing.
Yes.
So if you want to grab a drink, I don't know if the bar is going to be open here, but if you want to, once we're done, you want to walk out, get a drink, come back in. If you want to talk to any of the people that were involved in planning this, kind of wonder, why we did it this way, why this happened, why did we structure things the way we did? There's a reason for that. And we also want your feedback, because the reason for this, not only to raise money, but we want to become better, and we want to educate you. Okay, and that's the theme behind this entire 3-day summit. So it's important. If you've got any questions, feel free to ask us. We'll stay here, as well as the team of people behind this, because this definitely had nothing to do with you and I.
That's right. So I want to give another quick shout out back there to Emily from Trellis. Emily, will you give a wave? If you all are enjoying Trellis, Emily is your person. Talk to her. She will be more than happy to answer your questions about Trellis. We want to give a big thank you to our AV team. Here's another best practice. If you ever need to stall, you know who never gets thanked at events? The waiters, the wait staff, the AV. No one ever thanks them from the stage. You need to stall, say thank you to them, but mean it. We thank you. We thank you so much for being here. We thank you for controlling all of this. Thank you to our chat cheerleaders, and thank you to the amazing 2021 Benefit Auctioneers Summit Committee. Shane, Freddie, Lynn, Susan, Misty, you all have been phenomenal. And Myers, America's auctioneer. And then we want to also thank all of the NAA staff, because you all are rock stars for pulling this together. So we'll be here to answer your questions. We thank you. Thank you to all of our donors. Thank you to our bidders. Thank you, Johnny. And thank you, Mike, for letting me play with you for a little bit. And thank you, Mark, for also letting me play. Tell Sam I said hey. And we'll be here to answer your questions. Y'all eat, y'all drink, have fun. And newcomers or first timers, raise your hand again, first timers. Everyone look around, see the first timers, say hello to the first timers. Don't let them go without meeting you.
Hey, Freddie was also on our committee.
Did I not say Freddie? And Freddie!
Freddie!
Woohoo! That was for you,
and
Freddie.
we recorded this entire event, which I don't know if you or I will want to go back and watch it or not.
I don't think I will.
But it has been recorded, and it's a best practice. Obviously, we wanted to let you know that, but we can go back and look at what we did right, what we did wrong, and you should do the same thing, because as you grow, you'll be able to look back and say, Jennifer Gableman, that wasn't working. Why wasn't that working? Oh, well, we need to do this before our next one. So stick around, guys. 18% average additional bidding. What are they telling us? What's that say?
So this event has been recorded. Rewatch, continue to give. And we also want you to know that it's important to keep the stats of online giving, keeping online auctions open after the event, because it helps increase the bidding by 18%. So if you close the event at 6 o'clock and your bidding stays open till 11, 18% can make a big difference between hitting your goal and not hitting your goal. Like you said, we're super close, right?
We're about 4,129 away, something like that.
Hey, and he said he claims to have been a Marine. All right. That was good math there, Shane. I'm going to make another gift in the app myself so we can close that a little bit. Keep giving. If you have a session that's amazing, just the best way to say thank you is by giving a gift, helping us hit the goals that we have here in the app. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you, Shane. Thank you for being the best part of the night, because we couldn't have done this without you all being here. And we will see you in just a moment, because we're just stepping off the stage and we'll be right here in the room with you.